talking because I have the sound all the way off. You have to do it like this. And welcome to Ballhawk Lab, the first and only video baseball podcast put on by Ballhawks for Ballhawks, inspired by
Hall & Oates and Mahavishnu Orchestra. This is also a very special edition. Hello and welcome back to At the Gates podcast.
There's some gates.
Whoa, gates in the background. So I am Tony, your host of that show. So we are finally no longer on two video screens talking to each other. We met in person, and we wanted to announce, I think the first news that we have to announce before we even start to talk about what we're going to do here is we want to let our fans know that we're pregnant. We did that right away this morning, and there's going to be a love child from this podcast. So, David, what are you going to name it?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll just let it name itself.
That's probably good.
Yeah.
So we welcome everyone who is checking us out. We're strange beasts. We're mythical beasts, really.
Like a centaur.
Like two centaurs, unless we're a double-headed centaur. So David, since I'm in your unofficial home away from home, tell me exactly where we are. I know that you've done some shows from here, but take it away.
Well, we haven't done a show from this angle before. Most times I'm in the other part of it. Today we're on the outside of the battery at SunTrust Park. So this is the battery. Yes, no, we have no guns. There are a couple of human beings.
Human beings.
Yes. So
we love beans,
yes.
Especially me.
Legumes, I think some people call them.
Yes.
So here we are at the Battery Atlanta outside of SunTrust Park.
SunTrust Park. I'm a long ways from home.
It's a lot warmer here than home as well.
Yes. You love tacos and beans? I also love tacos and beans. Yeah. We'll leave it at that.
Yep. So, any other questions about the general area, the whole vibe of SunTrust and the battery and all that jazz?
Well, I think we scoped out a little bit. I was really curious when I showed up, and you had a good idea, and that was to check out basically the nice area before we even got to the game part, and we'd see it. Where's the best taco stand? I don't know.
There is some taco stands inside, so that'd be the closest and most convenient one. So go ahead and get one there. You might go to get a taco at Ole Mole.
Do you know if they have any vegan tacos?
No, I don't. I'm sure if you ask them not to put the pork on there, and the sour cream, everything else would be vegan.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
We did see there were a lot of, when we looked around the stadium, we didn't just stay in the stadium, we looked at the general village around here and saw that there was quite a bit of not only some places to live, but many places to eat. And one of those places, we didn't eat at this location, but we went to another location. Where did we eat lunch?
We ate lunch at one of the most renowned pizza places in Atlanta, which is Antico Pizza. So Antico, free plug on Ballhawk Lab, because right now we have 4 people watching us, but we go out to billions. Actually, we go out to everybody.
Yeah, we go out to everyone live.
And it's just their choice if they want to watch it or not. But,
yeah.
Antico Pizza in Atlanta, it's actually, some people have talked about it being the best pizza in all of the country as well. So Tony, not having had Antico Pizza before, maybe not even hearing of Antico Pizza before, what were your thoughts on?
Well, I can say that I have now infinitely increased the amount of Antico Pizza that I have ingested in my life. And like I told you before, it was a beauty in simplicity. Really, it came down to good dough, good sauce, and I don't eat cheese, so I didn't have that, but I had good toppings. They were fresh and very basic. And then you can make your own oil, which you put on top, and I feel like it was really good because it wasn't overly complicated. So, David, you've had it a few times. What would you tell those who do eat cheese and some meat about what I missed out?
If you take your normal $12 pizza and you put real toppings on it.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
And
what's up?
You put actually quality products on it, not something that's just mass produced. For maybe $8 more, it's well worth it. So, and like you said earlier today, the pizza's so great because you kind of have the party in the middle of a pizza, and then you kind of have breadsticks left over that you can dip in the oil sauces.
Party in the middle.
Yeah.
Breadsticks on the side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we like to party in the middle. We're party brothers. Best hair in the game.
Yeah. Best ball hawking hairs.
That's true.
Longest ball hawking hair, I think, too, maybe. 1 and 2.
Hey, we will have a great day. If you want to also have a great day,
Oh.
It's okay now. You should also have a great day. Yeah.
Yeah. We will be blessed.
We will be blessed.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you as well. We'll be here for at least another half hour. So come join us. The party's just starting. This has gone way off the rails, but I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I like
that's kind of how we roll.
That's
we don't
true.
really roll on the rails.
No
We're kind of
script.
Like a sí.
Un poco.
Yeah, sí, un poco. Con los jugadores de baseball.
¿Y tú?
Okay.
No? All
I
right.
guess it wasn't that good at Spanish.
Yeah, we're pretty bad at Spanish, but we're all inclusive.
Oh.
See. Sorry, I forgot that there was 2 eyes in that one. So, what should we talk about?
So let me turn the tables on you.
Okay, let's turn.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
being your first time here, and you've kind of seen some of the videos.
Mallorca? Bueno.
Yeah. Now you've kind of seen some of the things on SunTrust before in video, and kind of heard some of the things. Oh, all the way from Bahrain.
Wow.
What were your first
¿Te gusta
impressions?
béisbol?
What were some of your first impressions of? Now you haven't been inside yet, but of the stadium area itself.
The stadium area was much different from Turner Field, which I was a frequent guest of last year for 2 days. It's much different. You can't see in nearly as much or have that feeling of that you're going to be able to see outside the ballpark once you're in it. It's much more enclosed. Although I did sneak a peek in the, what did you call it, that area behind home plate?
The Monument Garden.
Monument Garden? Thank you. Which we both have beautiful eyes. Do you want to get in closer, David?
Mine aren't as blue.
Best eyes in the game? We don't know.
Well, that
Can't
might
say.
be a Ballhawk. That might be a Blabby Award next year.
Yeah, so it felt a lot different than what I was used to last year, but the Monument Park looked really cool. The statues outside were a nice touch, and I like the vibe that it is its own mini city within a city, although the downfall is definitely that it feels very much like a mall, and I'm familiar with it when I went down to a hockey game down in Arizona for the Arizona Coyotes, formerly the Phoenix Coyotes, and I like it for casual fans, but if you're a diehard baseball fan, or in that case a diehard hockey fan, I think that they wanted to do a little bit more of what's common in the Northeast, and that's like Oriole Park, Fenway, those kind of deals where you have a little village that supports the field. But this is almost like a what are those? Like an outlet mall on steroids that teamed up with Major League Baseball. Is that fair?
Yeah, and I think the feeling that I've always gotten is like it's kind of it wants to be its own zip code almost. That it's technically Atlanta. It's within the Atlanta zip code area, but it's outside of what we call our perimeter here.
What city is it technically in?
It's technically in Smyrna, I guess, but I guess Smyrna is really on the other side of the street. So I think it has an Atlanta mailing address. So if you're going to write a letter to the Braves, you would put Atlanta, Georgia on it.
I think all you have to do is put Braves, Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
Just like you would do for a letter to Santa.
Right. And it should get here, but I think the jurisdiction really doesn't fall into any specific area. I think it's Atlanta, but Atlanta police don't really cover it.
And it's much different than the old place because it's Cobb County now.
Yeah, and we did see today, we rolled by the old ball yard today, and they were actually taking the Turner Field name off of Turner Field today. So I think when we pass it, it was Erner Field.
Sorry, Ted.
Yeah, so.
Money well spent for 20 years.
Yeah, so I guess today is a changing of the guard almost, that Turner Field is actually no longer, because the name is literally being ripped off the side of the building probably as we speak.
It's also a changing in the guard in regards to what you thought was your franchise first baseman. He turns out that he might be a franchise third baseman. Going back to last week's episode,
yeah.
Freddie three-bagger.
Yeah, because I'm sure he watched last week. That's why he came back early.
What's up?
And
maybe that was you, Freddie.
Yeah.
Freddie, you from Mallorca? Okay.
It must be all the a lot of the players in the clubhouse are watching.
It's true.
They're turning in, getting ready for intentional talk.
Hey, Kurt Suzuki, we know you're watching. Shout out from Minneapolis.
Yeah,
we miss you there.
And Danny Bautista as well. Danny Santana, I mean.
Okay, that's better. Danny, I know that you have some fans back there. I still see your shirts from now and again. So.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
Atlanta changing of the guard, Cobb County.
Yeah, yesterday.
Best deal in the history of stadiums. And
Freddie Freeman made that switch over to third base yesterday. I think he made plays on 3 balls. Caught a pop foul early. Fielded a routine grounder. Made the throw over to first without an issue. He did have a pretty hard hit ball off the line that got by him, but I don't think there's tons of third basemen that would have made that play. Kind of scorched to the side he's not used to having to field the ball on against the line. So
that's fair.
Overall, I don't think it was I think it was a decent first day at third base.
How did he do at the plate?
1 for 4.
So obviously he's not living up to the standard, so you got to switch him after one day.
He did have a hit in his first at bat, but after that, he hit the ball hard. I'll give him that.
Okay.
But kind of just right at people.
So how about we take a quick walk down to the gate area, and then that's where we will leave you. Even though it says no one's watching, I know that we probably broke the internet. The counter doesn't even go that high, so everyone else can see what we're doing. Hey Ozzy 54s. I like that you like a lot of 54s, not just one. That's what I like about you. Just yourself, be as weird as you.
It's true.
I'm gonna unplug the phone now and we're gonna go take a walk.
Come with us.
You ready, Evie? Let's go for a walk.
Tony is unplugging from our power source. We had to borrow power.
More power. Oh.
We don't want to say like any color of power right now, because it's a red, white, and blue power.
That's true. Not Kenny Powers, though. No. So here, take a walk with us. Walk, talk, and chew bubble gum. That's what I can do. Hey! 80 X-Men. Where's Professor Xavier? I don't know. Professor. So, take a walk with us. Hey, thanks, man. from my eyes. Oh, hey, David.
Oh, hey. I think here it could be a hot tub or a pool tub. Maybe
Ooh, hot tub. And as we walk down, people are already playing in the fountain. Pretty cool area. Twins, if you're watching this, which I know you are, how about we incorporate some water to our field? I've been saying it for many, many years, but if Atlanta can, then I think that we can. Remember how we beat them in the 91 World Series? Why don't we try to do that with their stadium? At least in the water aspect. There's the Roxy. David said that that's where they have some people that play instruments come to town.
and they yell. They yell in octaves.
Ooh, streamy octaves.
Screaming octaves. It's going to be our band.
Ooh, that's, yeah, I like
It's going to be
that.
our...
Although we
our
need to
music
have 8
project.
people in it.
Yeah.
Because then it would literally be an octave of singing, or streaming.
What about the screaming octave?
Streaming do octaves? Because then we could just say that both of us are an octave. So this is a nice little pavilion area where I guess T.I. has been rumored to play.
We did. We just kind of showed up and started saying a lot of words in rhyme.
As T.I. does.
He does.
And there's a big thing of beer. They'll give you a straw if you can finish it off, then you get $20. If not, you have to pay for the entire thing to get recycled. There's the gate, Chop House. Tell me, did they bring over the annoying tomahawk chop to this stadium too?
Of course they did.
Great.
They're shy about playing it early in the game in non-rally type situations.
Excellent. So we will leave you here at the field. You can see that's where you can rent a glove right through there. Maybe I can get a better look through Mizuno glove rental. And there's the shop house. Do you want to say anything to our fans?
No, just this is our very first dual cast. So hopefully maybe we'll have others like this in the future.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind coming down here again. I don't think I want to do many more road trips down.
Maybe a nice April game when it's like June. Like it feel like June in Minnesota.
Yeah, when it's only like 80 degrees
Yeah.
or high. And maybe not quite as good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So we'll leave you here. We miss you. Please stay safe. We don't want people blowing up.
Cover your dicks and balls. Sorry, Miss Ebner.
Yeah, cover it. You gotta cover it. You don't want to end up like us and pregnant and having a child, even if it's for the good of the podcast.
Out of wedlock and everything.
Yeah, we're not even married to each other yet. Yet? Alright. We'll miss you. Stay safe.